I'm Nate, this is Shootfish Productions, and today's video is all about the Weihrauch, whatever, that's a German gun, HW40 PCA, and if you're interested, keep watching. So here it is, guys, and there's a story behind this. Me and Daz went to a gun shop, didn't really want to buy anything, but you know what it's like once you get in a gun shop, it's pretty hard. And guy, what I was really after, I asked the guy if he had a gas ram pistol, and he said yes, but I got confused. I hadn't done my research, and this is one of the few times when probably that done me a favour. So I'll just show you the gun right quick, and then I'll explain how it works and what it is if you don't know already. So here's the gun. It's all polymer or plastic, whatever you want to call it. It's got quite a bit of weight to it. Quite a large gun. The trigger is metal, and I'll talk about the trigger. That deserves a whole part of the video just to deal with the trigger. So that's the gun, and what it is, it's a single stroke pneumatic. Now I've heard of pump up guns and rifles and pistols, but not the single stroke pneumatic. Now basically runs off compressed air, but it just does it by cocking this top bit. There's a fake hammer on the back, you lift it up, I'll show you that in a sec. So it's basically compressed air. Shooting it, it's almost like shooting a PCP pistol, because there's no kickback. The trigger is phenomenal. I mean, this being a Weihrauch, whatever, this German gun is phenomenal. That's almost like a hair trigger, and that takes some getting used to, but there is a way you can practice using that trigger, which I'll show you in a sec. So that's the story behind me buying it. I sort of got confused with the technology, hadn't done my research, and this is all totally strippable. It's got like 3 O-rings in it. You can replace them all yourself really quickly and easily, and I will do a later video where I will take this down, because Beeman make a sort of Chinese made copy of this gun, which is exactly the same, and apparently they're dirt cheap. This weren't dirt cheap. This in the UK, this is about £150 right now, and if you can get hold of one, I'd say get it quick, because that price is going to go up, because this is a top quality gun, and everything's going to go up. So I'll just go through the gun, show the outside of it. It's got a safety on the left there. Now that's an auto safety whenever you cock it. And the guy in the shop said a simple mod is to take the spring out so the safety don't come on. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll do that. But I'll be honest, after shooting it, and with that near hair trigger, I wouldn't even consider not having that automatic safety. So bear that in mind. Ergonomically, that's left or right handed. Very nice to hold, very comfortable, good balance. Not too heavy, not too light. I'd say they've got it just about right. These holes on the side there, like fake ejection holes or vent holes or whatever. And generally got a good feel to it. Fibre optic sights at the back, green at the back, red at the front. The back sight is adjustable, elevation and windage. I sprung loaded, and again I'll get to that in a sec. I really love the gun, I'm glad I bought it. I think that's fantastic. We'll power test it at the end of this video to give some idea of the power. There is one slight thing that might put some people off, so to cock it, pull the hammer on the back, and if you half cock it until you hear a click and then shut it, and then you'll notice your safety has come on. So flick your safety off, red for fire, and then I don't know if you can get close up with this, Daz. I'll do a practice pull on this trigger, because you don't really see my finger move. So it's the first bit of take up where you feel it stop, and then watch this. That you literally touch it.
Yeah, that is.
I'll just show you that again. And I'd recommend anyone, before you shoot this gun, just practice with this trigger, because that's phenomenal. You'd never, oh no, the safety's on. I did cock it enough, the safety was on. So that auto safety can be annoying, but trust me, once you shot this gun, you will want to stick with it. So here we go. Hey, close up on that, Des.
Yeah.
So you take up the tension, you can feel it stop, but and that is literally a twitch on your finger. Some people might not like that, but I love it. I mean, for accuracy, you can't beat it, and that's how it is, like firing a PCP. So what I'll do now, I will cock the gun fully, and Weihrauch, well, that's how I'm going to say it from now on, they do a HW45, which is a spring-powered gun, about 5.5 foot-pound apparently, very powerful spring-powered air gun, and that cocks, and that's slightly bigger than this gun as well, a bit too big I think, and that cocks on that stroke. Now because this is compressing air, it does it on the shutting stroke. So what I'll do, I'll just put a pellet in it, because I don't want to dry fire it, and there's no way of uncocking the gun, if you like. So I'm just going to stick a pellet in there, and I'll shoot that in our new pellet trap just to get rid of it. So and once you got it open, in the top here is where you feed your pellet in. Now I've got big hands and big fingers, and I must say I still ain't totally got the hang of it, but I am getting there. Obviously the more you shoot it, the better you're going to get at it. So get your pellet in there, just give it a slow press. Now there's a knack to snapping it shut, because what you do, you put your hand here, you push it down, and me and Daz have both had this snapped in our t-shirts when we held it too close to our body. So bear that in mind, keep your fingers well away from anything, because this does snap shut. Now, because of the sight there, I was keeping my hand away from it, thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to damage the sight. And if you do that, you don't get quite enough leverage. If you can, and you're strong enough, do it from there. But I've learned now the knack is to actually get your hand on the sight and push it down, and that's now ready to fire. So quite hard to operate, a little bit of strength needed. So I'll just get rid of this pellet and you'll get some idea of the sound of it, because actually I'm quite impressed with it. I saw another guy do a review on it and he was shocked how loud it was. So whether that was in a different country where the foot poundage was higher, I don't know. So here we go. So that's what it sounds like. I'll say in a sec we'll give it a quick shot through the crony. Very impressed with it. Not the cheapest gun, but the guy showed me some other guns a bit cheaper, all look good and stuff, but I thought I'd rather pay the extra money and get the Weihrauch. Top quality, can highly recommend it, and in a later video I will show you about lubricating it. It's all very simple to do. With the Chinese copy guns, a common fault is there's an air hole on the bottom here, and they don't make it smooth enough on the inside, and that chews the O-ring. So I am going to strip it down to check that, give it a bit of a lubrication, put some lubrication on the pins just to make it last longer, maybe keep it working smoothly. That's that. We'll get the crony out, give it a test, and see what happens. Okay, the pellets we're using are RWS Super H point, field line 6.9 grain. Here we go, first shot. At a later date I might give it a thorough test and try all different weight pellets maybe. Much varying on that. Right, the figures are 3 shots, average foot pound 2.53, average velocity 407 feet per second, minimum 403, max 410, deviation of 7. So I'm happy with that. The power level is, you know, it's not super duper, but 2.5 foot pound on a single stroke pneumatic, I think it's quite impressive. So that's the Weihrauch HW40. I'm really pleased with it. Fantastic gun. I could recommend it. Bear in mind the strength needed to cock it. Like I say, it is a bit of knack and getting your hand in the right place. It has got a 11mm dovetail on the top there, but this is plastic, and also, to be honest, you know, that's gonna get in the way of snapping it shut. So I'd say stick with the sights, which are actually very good. They're set up at 10 meters when that leaves the factory, and I tested that, and that's pretty spot on. So, and they're adjustable. So to have any sort of sight on there, unless you had it right on the front end maybe, but be careful with tightening it too much on the plastic. And another guy said these have got quite a sharp edge, which they have, so I might rub that down a bit, because I'll never be mounting anything on it anyway. So there's another little feature on this gun which I think is quite neat. If you just pull the cock, and that's not a cock and hammer, the release lever, there's a little hole in there and you can see right through the barrel to check it's clear. And that's a nice little feature. Thanks for watching, hope you liked that. We'll be back soon with more videos.